Where's my joystick cable? Where's my snare? And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Saturday Night Live CoCo game streaming. I am the OG Stevie Stroh, and we're fixing to kick it off here with some Lancer. And we're going to fire it up. I started a game just to make sure my joystick was plugged into the right port, which, of course, with the Joey switch, it's pretty easy to compensate. Had to adjust a few things with my capturing, got the colors straightened out, and so now here we are. So this is a Saturday Night Live stream. I'll be playing Lancer. You guys can join on Discord. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you've got ailments, if you've got an itch, if you've got a rash, if you've got some type of odor coming from various parts of your body, anything you want to talk about, join the hotline here. We're open. Phone lines are open. Check it. Ding, 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 ding. And yeah, I'm playing this on a real color computer. This is my white CoCo 1. And son of a blistering, festering boil. I am using a new contraption that is pretty cool. It is allows me to run an Xbox 360 controller on my color computer. So I'm playing with one of my favorite gamepads. I'm playing with my Mad Catz clone of an Xbox 360 controller. And it fits very comfortably in my hands. It's got very responsive buttons. And you son of a skanky slut. Your mother was a fricking ostrich. Trying to talk and play at the same time. Whatever. None of these games count right now. Alright. Oh, and I can just hit the button to restart. Okay, that's good. Wave 1, Buzzard's Bait, which is what it said in the arcade, and that's why, ironically, the Rugby Circle Tom Mix version was also called Buzzard Bait. Nice. I would actually like to survive a survival wave once. I found this cool thing I did by accident. And it's this right here. I was moving in the opposite direction of which I was facing. Which is really cool. What I do like about this one is you bounce off the ceiling a little bit less than you do in Buzzard Bait. So you can kind of hover. And I think I will get the credit for the survival bonus at this point. Hey, son of biscuit. Okay, good. Well, you just gave me more points. That way, you rectum ranger. All right, gotcha. I got the 3,000 survival point bonus. Ooh, that was... Crikey, that was close. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo, I slid underneath him. So the discussions about which one had bigger sprites and stuff, I actually think the enemies in this game look pretty decent. Where's that egg gonna go? Are you gonna go in the lava? No, he's not going in the lava. So we'll grab him. By the way, if you're already on Discord, you can join live on Discord, join the conversation. You don't have to be on Zoom or any of that nonsense. This live stream is joinable by anybody who's a member of our free public Discord server. Charitable donations are always welcome, not necessary. I have no idea what song I'm listening to right now. It's on my station. Sounds like it could be a Mellencamp. I'm not sure who the hell this is singing right now. Is my score good? 11,000? I guess that's okay right now for just... I got a lot of dudes down there. I don't... Is that because we're on... See, this is the cool thing. Like, I am facing right and I'm moving left. Hey, Wesley. How you doing? How you doing? How is that even possible? Ouch. I just got fizzucked in the drive-thru by this anus here. I think energy. What the hell is an energy wave? Is that like the egg wave where you just get the... Yeah. Okay, why the hell do they call it energy wave? Is that to avoid lawsuits? If you were worried about a lawsuit, you wouldn't have cloned the game the way you did. What the hell does it mean, energy wave? And these frickin' things are too quick to pick up these eggs already. Way too frickin' quick. Hey, numbnuts. $15,000 on the nose. That's a decent score. And we're still playing. Holy sugar! Wow! Oh, should I go? I do notice that on this one here, the island in the far top left, it seems a little bit shorter. I don't remember it being that short before. And maybe that's one where buzzard bait is a little bit more symmetrical. That one seems a little kind of cropped. You skank. Gosh dang it. Alright, you dinglebats need to move. Get away from me. Oh, holy shit. I thought I was going to eat it there for a second here. Ooh, that was a... Yeah, this one doesn't have any flapping noises. And it doesn't have the... like squeaking on the brakes noise. Like on buzzard bait, you heard the little click-a-click-a-click-a as you were running. And you heard the... when you put on the brakes. This one doesn't have any of the... kind of, God, well, you win one, you lose one. And there, thy game is over, player one. 15,650. I think for this week's challenge, we're playing on level 0, right? So, yeah, level 0. 15,650. We're going to keep on going. We must do better than that. I did survive the survival wave, so I'm happy about that. Team Buzzard Bait. Tom C's out there throwing some shade. I expect nothing less from a guy from Jersey. Throwing shade. Speaking of Jersey, we haven't heard from Al Hartman in a while. Wonder how Al Hartman's doing. Tom's neighbor. Survival wave. Should I sail? Should I go now? God damn it, there goes my survival. Son of a blistering, festering wound. Alright. Yeah, suck on that. I don't know, everything seems off right now. I don't know why, but that little spawn window down here, that seems like off center. Is there something weird going on in my capture? Or am I just noticing things that I never noticed before? Like the left one seems too short. That little teleport pad in the center there seems to be off center. Come on, you son of a bitch. God. Mother effing SOB right there. Jason the CoCo Man, do you copy?
Roger and some other name.
Okay, I'm just noticing that. No survival points awarded because I suck. Alright. Yeah, it's like I'm looking at this game with a whole new pair of eyes, it seems like. I just noticed that the one landing pad on the left-hand side seems a little gimpy. It's like kind of cut off. It's not as symmetrical as I think Buzzard Bait was from the other week. And the landing pad in the center down there doesn't seem like it's in the middle.
And let me tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah, well, there's a million reasons why. So I did get the, I don't know if you saw my response, but I did get the updated full page ad from your advertising team.
Yeah, from my crack team of experts.
Mother effer. Off to Never Land. Boink. What's nice about this one, too, is when you look at the high score table, this was a pretty standard feature for most Spectral games. It keeps the list, but it also tells you what difficulty level you played on. So we could just like screenshot that this week for the challenge, and everybody will see like you've been playing on the... Actually, you're handicapping yourself anyways if you play on a higher difficulty level, right?
You would think so.
You would think so.
And again, that kid also had a blast with the new map.
Yeah. And when he got out of the hospital, he had to change schools.
Right.
Crikey. I love this. I figured this thing out that you could be facing one direction and flapping in the complete opposite of what you're facing. I don't remember real Joust doing that, and I don't remember Buzzard Bait doing that. But again, it could just be that I'm seeing things for the first time that have always been here. Like, Jason, how long have you been a man?
All my life. How long is that like a question like how long have you been beating your wife?
Let's see, what time is it? I did get the survival bonus. Alright. I love that I'm facing right and flapping left. Or whatever it is. It's Nick, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Marotta.
Yo!
A man whose name is so nice, it must be said thrice. It's none other than Nick Marotta, Nick Marotta, Nick Marotta.
Okay, you clown, just stick to level 0 and stop making my life difficult.
Hey, Nick, you know, I love the sound of your voice, but when it's coming in at 9,000 decibels above what's fair and reasonable.
Oh, is that better? Is that better?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm on my tablet.
Thumb over the microphone again.
Yeah.
No, I said just
Ouch.
stick on level 0 and don't make my life difficult.
Why is it making your life difficult?
Because I'm only maintaining one score list. Like you said, though, if you go on a higher difficulty level,
You're just handicapping yourself. Yeah. Never
Yeah,
underestimate.
that's cool how you're flying backwards. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Are you maybe just steering with the butt instead of the front of the ostrich?
Well, I talk out of my ass a lot. I might as well be flying in the assward direction, too.
I'm watching you on the big screen and laying back with my tablet. Do I sound okay?
You sound okay. Are you now, as you're laid back, is your mind on your money and your money on your mind?
Hey, I got 99 problems. And you ain't one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Marotta, the internet's own Nick Marotta.
I'm glad you're playing this week, Stevie.
You know, I
have to say, you know, like, okay, so you guys know that the thing between me and Curtis, we kind of played it up for the show. But I mean, I played Lancer a few weeks ago and didn't really care for it. But then I've been playing it a bit today, and it's actually grown on me. I really do like the physics.
Like a fungus.
Like I noticed, like when you know how a stone will skip across the surface of a pond.
Yeah.
That's how you bounce across the birds, as opposed to buzzard bait. You always bounce back the direction that you came from.
Yeah, the thing about buzzard bait, it's always felt very rigid to me. This feels a little bit more fluid.
I don't think I would change my favorite from buzzard bait, but this is definitely a close second. And then Pegasus would be a bit of a distant third for me.
Well, it's interesting to see that Pegasus got a lot of love. Because it's definitely worthy of it, but it was interesting to hear people's perspectives on it.
The thing that killed me with Pegasus was the physics. I love the graphics, I love the concept. I just found the gravity was just too heavy. And you just had to flap so much to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas Buzzard Bait and this one are a little more forgiving in that. And I don't know, I just like the physics better in these two games.
I played Pegasus, I played Buzzard Bait. I don't think I've ever played Lancer. So
No, I never played this as a kid. Yeah, I never played this one.
Give it a go this.
And if I played this one as a kid as opposed to Buzzard Bait, maybe I'd be saying this is my favorite. I don't know.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I didn't have this one back in the day. I didn't have this one or Pegasus back in the day, and I just heard of Pegasus here, within the last couple years.
Ooh, survival wave.
I do think this one is more faithful to the arcade in terms of the physics. And maybe in terms of the scale of the players. So yeah, I mean they both have things going for them. I have to say, I'd be happy if we only had one of these games. I'd be happy.
Son of a bitch.
And Lancer, I'd be happy with either of them.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a Sophie's choice. If you could only have one, either one would not be a terrible choice.
No. Because, I mean, the graphics are not as detailed on this, but they're still nice. And you can tell they're buzzards you're riding on.
Yeah.
The other one, you can't really tell what kind of birds they are. They're just kind of the generic birds. So, I don't know. It's a toss-up. This one's a little less forgiving in some ways. Well, you don't get as many lives, for one thing. You start out with more lives, but you don't earn as many, I don't think.
Okay.
Or maybe you do, but the scoring is just lower. Like, you only get, 250 for an egg. Whereas on Buzzard Bait, you get 500. So, maybe you do get one every 10,000, but it just takes longer to get to 10,000. It's been an interesting experiment, though, I have to say. I wasn't sure how the crowd would react to having 3 Joust games, but it seems like it's going
Well,
okay.
we mentioned early on that was going to happen. When we started Game On, we mentioned that was going to be a thing. All right, 21,000 is my best score so far since I started this evening. So
that's awesome.
Just improved, and we're going to keep on going.
That's awesome.
Well, and having these 3 Joust clones is really making things easy on Samuel Gimes.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see next week's.
Hey, we have. How do you pronounce your name? Haciel? Haciel from Mexico? Salute to you. Viva la Mexico.
Hello, Haciel.
Hola.
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 Mi llama es Esteban.
Oh, jeez. Do you have a CoCo? Do you have a color computer?
You know what I love when people talk to people really slow to try to emphasize. Yeah. It's it's like, hi, do you understand English? It's the most demeaning thing you could possibly do when you try to speak to somebody with a different language.
Well, I have a tendency to slur my words anyway, so I'm trying to be careful.
I love it when people do that, though,
yeah.
Well, there was sometimes years ago, I did take calls for a particular utility company, and there were certain people that were not native English speakers, and you did have to slow down a little bit, but not that slow.
Yeah, no, I just love it. That's a cliche thing when somebody thinks they're being helpful by speaking very slowly and loudly.
Thanks,
It's
Stevie.
just the most.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate
speaking
it.
louder doesn't, speaking in languages someone doesn't speak louder doesn't let them understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, but that was something we were trained to do and had to do to help out. Someone that wasn't a native English speaker. English was a second or even maybe third language for someone.
Yeah. We also Alexander Wallace is from Mexico as well. Alexander's another guy in the CoCo community. Welcome. I'm not sure if it's. I know usually in J is pronounced with an H sound, so I'm not sure if your name would be pronounced Hasiel or J-Seal. I don't know. We're not that
I don't think
smart.
if I remember my high school Spanish, there is not a J sound in the Spanish language. It's pronounced like an H.
The people least qualified
like
the people least qualified to speak Spanish are now trying to interpret the language. So.
Yeah. In my 2 years of
Color
high school Spanish,
computer.
25 plus years ago.
Right. Speaking of foreigners, Eddie Serbinsky just joined us. Hey, Eddie.
Good. Well, we can have
Vicky.
now we just need now we have a French expert.
Yeah. Viva la
I'll
France.
grab my accordion.
So is it just me that I'm realizing for the first time in 40 years that number one, your respawn white spot down here is not centered. It's off center. I just noticed that. Because I think it is centered in buzzardbait. I don't know why I'm just remembering buzzardbait more vividly.
Buzzardbait. It's offset too because when you have two players, they both spawn on the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but what about the left island? See, to me, the left island looks a little short-changed there. It looks like not as long as the other one. Is that how it is in the arcade and everything too?
I don't know. This one might be more arcade close than buzzardbait because the scale is completely different.
You never stop.
I think the gap between the two stones on the right is bigger on this game. And you can go through there, just like in buzzardbait. I find the egg waves a lot less forgiving on here.
Oh, the dingleberries come out to get those eggs like real quick.
Really, yes. And even your respawn, if you move your joystick, that'll respawn you. So you have to be careful. You respawn that you don't spawn when an enemy's on you.
God damn it! That son of a bitch got me.
Oh, that's what you call a despawn.
Okay, so Curtis says the arcade's off center too. What about that top left island? Is it like really short on the arcade side too? That score blue. Wave 1, Buzzard's Bait.
So tell if Curtis can hear me, Boat of Car submitted his score very early this week.
I like that you can kind of sort of hover in one spot. You don't bounce off the ceiling quite as rigidly. You can kind of stick to the ceiling a little better in this one.
Oh, yeah.
So Curtis says yes to the island. In the arcade, the top left island is a little shorter. So all I'm seeing now is lack of symmetry, and my OCD is killing me. I never noticed any of this before. I must be getting more OCD as I get older.
Too bad they couldn't add the troll hands. I wonder why they didn't.
All right, yeah,
Go ahead.
I can stay pretty close to the ceiling here. It does bounce you, but it only bounces you like 1 or 2 pixels. It doesn't bounce you like almost an entire sprite.
Right, like buzzardbait does, right?
Yeah,
It bounces
yeah.
a bit. Yeah, this is a good game, I have to say.
So what does Boat score?
I can't remember.
It's like it's somewhere between like 10 and 3 gazillion.
Oh, okay, 10 and 3 gazillion.
Yeah, I'll give you it's a fairly broad range.
Okay.
So
give or take a few gazillion, where it's in that ballpark.
Yeah. I might be a skosh or two off since we're talking in fictitious measurements.
Yes.
And numbers. Maybe just a smidge.
They got everything except the troll hands. They got the fire, they got everything. I wonder why they didn't do that.
And we can't even say, why did Tandy do that? Because this was a spectral.
The birds will still sink. They do dive. Some of them do dive into lava.
They get mysteriously pulled down.
I don't know if they're pulled down or if it's like Phantom Menace.
The Phantom Menace.
Phantom Ride is where they just kind of fall
Do we know who wrote this one?
Rick Lamont.
Yeah.
Bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Oh, how you doing, Nick Murata?
I'm doing all right.
That's good to hear.
I enjoyed the show today.
Yeah, me did too. I missed being part of the show for these past few weeks, so it was good to be.
Yeah, I do like when I do like when you're there. I really enjoyed getting to know AC better too. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And also Dave, the other Dave, his game is really. I'm looking forward to that as a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. We're meeting cool people in the community. I really like that.
So we're saying there was at least 2 people that enjoyed Stevie being on the show.
Well, who's the other one? Who is that person, and let them have their head examined?
Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Are you driving, Jason?
Oh yeah. When am I not?
Energy
Yeah,
wave.
so I can't. I'm not watching. I'm not watching what Stevie's doing. I'm watching the road.
And trust me, you aren't missing anything.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird name for energy wave.
That when you wave
Like, is there something copyrightable about eggs?
Right, I was gonna say if they're worried about copyrights, then there's a lot of things they should have changed besides the name of just that one wave. I got them all. That was good.
I always thought you should get a bonus if you get them all before any of them are mounted.
I would like to see a nice 16 color RGB accurate CoCo 3 Joust game.
Oh yeah.
You know, because it's looking like most of these things are not doing double buffering. They're just, plastering the images on the screen. So you know, to conserve memory and stuff like that, you could probably get away with doing it on a single page.
Well, Joust was 6809.
Yeah, but Joust, the real Joust had hardware assists. Oh yeah, I just saw one fall. I just saw one fall into the lava. He just kind of fell. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it would be neat to see, because I think the CoCo does have a pseudo brown color you can get out of the 64 mostly shitty colors that it produces.
I don't know why you say they're shitty. They're based on RGB values.
I know. It's just I look at that color chart, and I'm like, there's
most of them are brown.
Most of them just look
green.
Yeah, most of them look like they should be in a diaper.
Well, they said you can make up your own names for it, like for the colors there in the book. It's like, okay, so like guacamole, green,
Yeah, right.
pine, baby poop.
I know, because you're only getting like 2 bits per the RGB, so your extremes are. But it's because when and here's my challenge is I guess I have limited capacity to work with that palette, because all I've tried to do was to do some palette hacks on some of the games, and I'm going through the different colors. I'm like, man, these are some really limiting choices we have here to use some of these colors, because it's hard to find just 4 that seem to go together without being an eyesore. I can't imagine.
It's funny because when I do the videos for the results, I just kind of pick, a dark background, a dark text color, and a lighter background color, and I always remember how you hate the colors. I'm like, oh, geez, I hope Stevie doesn't hate these colors.
No, none of your videos have ever struck me as an unnatural choice of colors. It's just when I look at that chart, I just think, my God,
Yeah.
if we only have 64, why do like 48 of them suck? We got like 16 good colors to work with, and but people have done good things with those colors. It's just me looking at that chart. I have a hard time looking at that color chart.
Look at freaking Digger 3. It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think it has to do with having. If you're only working with, if you take 4 lousy colors, but if you're able to work with 16 lousy colors at the same time, then you can come up with a good combination of 16 colors.
Yeah.
But if you're limited to 4, you know, they just don't play off of each other all that well.
Oh, Curtis is saying it's also the exact same color chart that's in EGA. Yeah, I remember. I remember EGA colors not being that good either, and other than like the other than the stock 16 color mode that didn't really have palette to it. But yeah, the 64 color mode in EGA, yeah. I mean, I know it's just the way the binary plays out. You've only got 2 bits for R, G, and B, and you only have basically 3 shades of each, or 4 technically. So I get it. But yeah, as Tom C is saying, apparently I'm a color diva. So
well, I think before you select your colors, you need to cleanse your palette.
Yes.
Oh, Tom C's there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where?
He's in the live chat being very snarky this evening.
Jason, he's under there.
Under there?
He's under there.
Forget about it.
You're no fun.
I don't know. There. We're there. We're there if you dare.
See, I think you do get a guy at every 10,000 like Buzzard. It just takes longer to get to those because the scores are lower. I think that's the thing. Have you made it to the dragon yet, Stevie?
I don't think I've seen the unbeatable pterodactyl yet.
Yeah, it's a dragon in this game.
It's not a pterodactyl?
It's not a shark.
It's kind of weird.
Oh, that guy just got pulled in. That guy just got pulled in.
So maybe they're pulled in by some invisible force.
It's the flame.
They just didn't draw a hand.
So no, I have not seen the dragon yet this evening.
No, it'll be wave 8.
Ah.
Just like Joust and
wow.
Wave 8.
Well, there you go.
You'll get there.
Well, first you gotta get off level 1, right?
He's on wave 6, buddy.
Oh. Is that all part? That must be part of level 1 then.
The longer you stay on level 1, it starts to extend.
He's on level 1.6.
Son of a festering boil.
Oh, your video. I'm watching a video on YouTube on TV, so I'm a little behind you. So I know a death is coming when you say that.
21 is my best score right now. 21,000.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
It's 21,000 more than my best score on this game.
Man, I just got plowed.
In the cloud.
Wow, I'm going for a CoCo Man score right now. Killed twice with scoring 0 points.
It's got to be greater than 0 or it doesn't count.
Right?
That could be your autobiography, Jason. Greater than 0.
Yes. Greater than. I was also thinking about writing one called Division by 0 Error.
Man, am I sucking big time right now.
I think I'm going to play this game a fair bit tomorrow, and it's really fun. I could see myself adding this into my game rotation a little more than I with Buzzard Bait.
I will probably be soldering something tomorrow.
Your hair?
No, this isn't. I'm not Curtis.
Oh, okay.
No survival. No points for you.
Toggle switcher? Are you gonna solder any toggle switches?
I may solder some toggle switches. I've been soldering a lot of DIN connectors. Oh my goodness.
All right, Curtis is suggesting I try level 15. For grins and giggles, I will next time I die.
Yeah, I'm interested to know what that does. Does it actually start you on that level, like on that wave?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Or does it just start you at level 0, but it's a lot harder? I guess we'll find out.
Nah, this is level 15. I look
If you
in
selected
the
level 15, he's already
mirror.
dead.
All these lines
Okay,
in my
did you type
face.
15 or 1?
They seem to be moving a little faster.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Everybody's got the dues in life to pay. Son of a bitch, I got him.
Son of a bitch, that's some awful scene.
What's going on there, Grant Leedy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Richard's on vacation, but he wanted me to give you a message.
What's that?
I'll go left.
I'll go right.
Greg Leakey, everybody.
Streaming live.
Get away
Hey,
from me.
CoCo, man, isn't it almost curfew time over there for you in Pennsylvania?
So far, level 15 has not really seemed any more difficult.
Did you type 15 or 1? I only saw the 1.
Oh, I don't know. I
Hey,
thought
Nick.
I typed 1.5.
Yeah, fortunately, I can hardly hear Greg. So that's actually not a technical issue. That's
Nah,
just
see,
fine.
no. So what's his face is out now? The dragon, the pterodactyl.
Ah.
Oh, and they disappear as soon as you get the.
Hey, Nick.
Grant, did you say hi?
Yeah, can you not hear me?
Hey. Yeah, hey, Grant.
Take your thumb off your microphone, Grant.
I'm not on the microphone.
I can tell you're not on a microphone. You sound very
Maybe
hesitant, at least to me, but it could
tomorrow.
be me.
God damn it! Son of a bitch! He just bounced right off of my sparkle self, and the damn pteranodon is out.
Pteranodon.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
And he is moving with the quickness. And now my little freaking special gifted bird here can't seem to flap his way off the screen.
That's just flapping crazy.
Whoa, jeez.
Whoa.
Sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. At least I got an egg. 11,000 on level 15. That's not bad.
That dragon
What,
is
Steve?
pretty aggressive.
Yeah, that dragon is.
Stevie actually cleared level 1.
Yes, sir.
You must have cheated.
Yeah, when
Oh, he didn't come after you. I'm behind. I'm a few seconds behind you, sorry.
I'm on the energy wave. Oh, this is nice. They're all in at least the middle section. Yeah, we're working on 15,000 at difficulty 15.
Yeah, we'll see what difficulty you're on when you get to high score on the table.
Yeah.
It's probably like 15. Maybe you type 15. Maybe it didn't show the 5. very long on the screen. Well, that white guy stuck right across the top there. He wasn't coming down at all.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Are all the pilots are white in this one?
Son
There's
of
no
a
red or
freaking
blue.
the Pterodonodon just got me. I got 18,000 on. Let's see what the level was. Level 15. Yeah.
All right, you're right.
Yeah. So it's and the game's a little faster and the dragon comes out sooner is what it looks like.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on 15. I actually like that. Because I want to make Nick Marota's life difficult.
Yeah, you're such a tool.
I need a separate Discord channel for my scores, where my scores are always the best in the channel.
I'll put you on the diva list.
Because you don't have to wait as long for the guys. They're a little bit more aggressive, so you don't have to wait for them to come to you. And honestly, my score wasn't much worse than my best score. Oh, you son of a little slut there, that frickin' dragon. Yeah, that ups the ante a little bit. The dragon comes out on wave 1 even.
Well, like you said, it's the kind of score level you're just making it harder for yourself.
Yeah,
so I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll include your score.
Oh, that's
No
very magnanimous of you, Nick Marota. Very altruistic.
Oh, you remember the word.
Oh, yeah.
Or you maybe thought you knew it already.
Wow, Steve's using big words.
Grant, do you know how to read?
Yeah.
Hooked on phonics works for me.
Got one of those calendars with a new word every day.
Grant,
I have a college degree. Do you, Stevie?
do you really? No, I don't actually. I'm a college dropout. Does that count for anything?
Yeah, you saved a shitload of money.
Apparently not enough, because my student loans were still hounding me into my 30s for incompleting college. No points awarded. No points for you.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, I didn't, because we had people who weren't on before, I really wasn't going to stress how long that was going. I know, Nick, you wanted to get the game on. And you had I guess you said you had to be out by a certain time, too. So.
Well, I just know at 5:30 I'm fading, so I just wanted to be
I'm
well
getting
done.
slammed. I am getting slammed here right now. Get slammed like a screen door in a freaking tornado right now. Yeah.
But no, the show was good. It was a great show.
There was a few times we veered off course, but we got back on course eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll have to watch it tomorrow.
All right, so maybe I'm going to rethink this playing on difficulty 15 thing.
Works out. I'll just save my acquisition for next week, and even if there would have, I wouldn't be able to give it the time it deserves. So.
Hey,
Oh,
No.
what'd you get?
Jim has joined us. Jim
Well, then
Rye.
it wouldn't be a surprise, would it?
Hey,
Hey,
y'all, can
Jim
you hear me?
Rye.
Yeah, Jim, how you
Jim
doing, buddy?
Rice.
Not
Jim
bad.
Rice
How are y'all
looking
doing?
forward this week already.
I'm glad you came on tonight, Steve. I'm enjoying watching.
Oh, thanks, man. It's good to have you on. We need to get you on the show sometime to talk about all the cool stuff you're doing.
Yeah, I'd like to get on there. I watch pretty religiously, so just got to get set up for it. I've never used Zoom.
Okay, well, it's not much different.
Do you have a webcam?
I have a laptop with one, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's easy then.
Oh yeah.
So
I know people notice they take part in Game On. Is that bad? I'm like, oh yeah, Jim Wright, he takes part. AC, he takes part.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that a lot. It's nice to hit all these games with everybody else playing. It's a lot of
Oh,
fun.
I wasn't fishing for compliments, but thank you very much. I appreciate that.
He was completely fishing for compliments. Don't let him.
But tell me how much you enjoy it again, Jim. Let's do
I
it
do.
again.
I enjoy it a lot. Nick is like a god to me.
Oh, please
Keep it
go
going.
on.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
Stop,
Stop it. Keep going.
Get a little favoritism out of this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Enough
see,
about me, but
you're doing
you
some
know,
cool stuff
how
with the
about
VCC, Jim, with the pallets and
Yeah.
the cut and paste and all that kind of stuff, right?
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm working on another thing. Say again?
VCC is very easy to use.
Oh yeah, it is. It's the reason I'm doing work on it because I like it so much that the shortcomings of it just really bug me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's
But,
probably the best thing that happened when they finally made it open source. You know, so VCC ever since 2.0 has been in the open source. And
So do you work on VCC or OVCC or both? And what's the difference?
all right, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
VCC and OVCC. What's the difference? Do you work on
Oh.
both of them, or?
No, the OVCC, I believe, was a fork they did some time back to make it work with Linux.
Oh, okay. So you work on VCC proper, like.
Right, but they are trying to
right.
work them together. Some
yeah.
the OVCC guy has been donating some of his code back to the original fork of it, so we'll be trying to work that in.
Like, I like MAME for arcade emulation. I find for CoCo emulation, it's a little bit, I don't know. Not as friendly.
MAME's great for arcade emulation. I didn't like when they merged MES and MAME together. It just, I don't know. To me, it just became
Right.
one big bloated thing that doesn't
Launching
work
it-
for me.
Loading a disk image in VCC, it's plain, it's easy to do, it's intuitive,
Exactly.
it's really good.
Yeah, and it's just so lightweight. It just comes right up. You don't have to fiddle with it for half an hour just to get it to come online and play.
Yeah.
Well, and not to take away anything you're doing there with VCC, because it's good that some work's being done on the project, because not a lot has been done. And I'm glad to see that it is. And I do give full credit to a lot of the merits of that program, like the ease of use factor, definitely. But getting back to MAME for 1 second now, I'm hoping to have next week on the show Tim Lindner to talk about all of the additions that he's been doing to MAME over the past year or so, because he's actually done a lot to it. You know.
Oh, yeah, no disrespect to Tim at all. I
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
to-
No. Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of things have been happening in the MAME space too, very CoCo specific, that have been directly the result of Tim Lindner working on it. So we've gotten a lot of cool stuff in the MC10 space, like the MCX 128 is being emulated, and the MC server, where you can talk to a server through your emulated MC10, is working. So for development, you could develop for it much easier. So he did that a few back, but there's been a lot of other things he's doing. And you know, Ron Klein will send out an update from time to time saying, hey, here's the latest update, and Tim has done this, and this, and he'll put the patch into CoCo Pi. But I feel like these updates are going so low under the radar that people aren't realizing how much work has been going on, and especially CoCo specific work that's been going on in Maine. So
You're right. I wasn't aware of it. I had no idea.
So I asked Tim about that today, because it's like, you know, even for me, I'm on the periphery. I see it, but I don't have time to fully digest it and appreciate it. So hopefully, if Tim's not too busy, he'll be on the show next weekend to talk about some CoCo specific MAME things that have been added over the past several months or a year or so.
Well, cool. I'll have to check into that.
Yeah. This is a fun game. I don't know why. It's simple, but it's fun.
Well, like I said, it's grown on me. Like, I still think I give the edge to Buzzardbait, but they're both excellent in their own right.
Yeah. And the great thing is that we have choice. You know, we have many to choose from, and people will either pick the one they like or the one they favor the most. But you got a chance to try different flavors of this game.
Yeah.
It's one of the advantages to them not licensing all these games.
Yeah, right.
Is that there can be many versions of them.
Yeah. Kind of like RS-232 standards. There's so many of them.
If you don't like one standard, just move to another.
That's right. And DeBruce is out there. Hey, DeBruce.
Hey, D. Bruce.
He was towards the end of the show, or later half of the show. He was in the chat too.
Oh, I missed that.
DeBruce. You're the only one I wanna touch. Collect 3,000 survival points. How do you like me now? Nobody else is playing? I thought we'd get a few more people playing tonight.
Oh, I'm playing, but I'm talking on the iPhone.
Yeah. No. Stop singing. Wow.
I'm gonna be playing tomorrow if you're interested in doing some.
Yeah, maybe do some more, some Sunday. So next weekend is Thanksgiving. Or next week, not weekend, but...
This Thursday coming up?
Yeah, in America.
Yeah.
In America.
Yeah, because I got a killer 3-day work week this week. Woo!
Now, didn't you guys have, you Canadians, didn't you guys have like a COVID boost after your Canadian Thanksgiving or whatever?
I don't know if it's due to Thanksgiving. They're blaming house parties and stuff.
Yeah.
They're threatening lockdown up here again, too, just like there for parts of the U.S.
I blame Captain Crunch.
Our numbers aren't good.
Yeah, so they're basically saying now, like in the States, like, yeah, try to avoid seeing your family for Thanksgiving and keep your gatherings small.
Yeah,
and stuff,
we need that suggestion.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because Canada screwed it up for everybody. Now we can't see our family.
The day you guys, the day you guys pay attention to what we do is freaking go skiing in hell.
Damn Canadians, the damn Canadians,
Yeah.
Canadians. What do you call yourself? What do you guys call yourself? Canadians.
Canadians,
Yeah. Damn Canadians got to ruin everything for everybody.
Send your letters and postcards to Nick Marotta, Post Office, Maple Syrup, Canada.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Maple syrup.
99 Poutine Avenue, Maple Syrup, Quebec.
A.
A1A1A1.
P-I-E-I-O.
Actually, in Canada, you can write to Santa at North Pole, HOHOHO.
Yeah, well, Santa's immune to COVID.
I love how the California's like, yeah, well, what we're going to do is we're going to do a curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. because COVID respects schedules, right? So as long as you're in public before it's dark, you won't get the Rona. But if you're after 10 p.m., it's on you, man.
I think they're closing restaurants at 11 o'clock here or something for the same reason.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I can't even walk down the street at 2 o'clock in the morning without bumping into a ton of people. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
It's like the virus takes a look at its wristwatch. Oh, shit, I was going to infect you, but it's after 10. Sorry. I'll see you in the morning.
It's like there's Warner Brothers cartoons with the wolf, the sheepdog and the wolf, and they just a certain time they just punch out and go home.
See you tomorrow, Bob.
See you tomorrow, Rona.
See you tomorrow, Rona. COVID mostly comes out at night. Mostly. Okay, there, Newt.
It only comes out at night.
Oh, here it comes. Watch out, boys. It'll chew you up.
One thing different about this version of this game is that on the arcade version, if you stay on one of the platforms, it won't send bad guys out on that platform. On this one, it will.
You're talking about like one of the spawn platforms, or just any platform?
Yeah. If you stand on one of the spawn platforms on the arcade
Okay.
version, you're safe there because it won't chug out a bad guy on top of you.
Okay, like it just did there for me there.
Yeah, that doesn't work on this one.
Yeah.
Because that was always my strategy, is to stay on that top platform, to stay above it all.
Ah.
You can't do that on this one.
Speaking of Tim Lindner, he's here with us. Hey, Tim.
I am.
Hey,
Hey.
Tim.
I was getting spawn killed, and Tom's saying it won't do it in buzzard bait, but I was getting spawn killed in buzzard bait. No points for you.
I didn't notice that in Buzzard Bait. Oh.
Yeah, I like that I can kind of hover pretty close to the ceiling here. And you only bounce a little bit, so you kind of work that.
Oh, what a feeling. Bouncing off the ceiling.
Yeah, see that? They're like right on me. They're like white on rice right there.
Is that CoCo VGA, Stevie?
Yes, it is. In the CoCo VGA, I think the orange is a little bit deeper. It's not as soft as real artifacts.
What's that?
That's Nick Morenti's bringing the noise.
Crikey.
Crikey!
A barrel of monkeys in here. God, that's a pretty crappy looking joust.
Why don't you make a good semi-graphics joust, Nick? I think you can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
it would be actually.
Nick's legacy is going to be the king of the semi-graphics. Some of the most amazing Color Computer 3 games, but he will always be remembered for his exquisite use of the semi-graphics modes.
That's right.
Someone needs to draw
Lifelong-
a semi-truck in semi-graphics.
The man who defeated the green. Not too bad looking, this joust.
No.
Do you find it plays better than Buzzard?
I like it feels more natural to me. The way the kind of momentum and inertia and gravity feel, I think it has a nicer feel to it.
Yeah, that's what Curtis was saying. The graphics are a bit better on Buzzard, but
Yeah, I did a review one time of all three of the Joust clones. I think my conclusion was if we could have a love child of Lancer and Buzzard Bait, the offspring of those two
Oh.
would be amazing.
speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, L. Curtis Boyles here. El Diablo. L. Curtis, also known as El Diablo.
Well, we better change our tune. Oh yes, this Lancer is really good. Well, that fixed him. He left.
21,000 is my best score so far right now.
Have you changed the palette in this? Yellow is there.
No,
You shouldn't.
I think this is just because it's on the CoCo VGA. I think the game used that kind of peach color, but I think the CoCo
Oh, okay.
VGA makes these colors a little bit harder. They're a little bit softer on
Right.
real hardware. So I noticed like the yellow is a little bit more intense and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think the pterodactyl is smarter than buzzard bait.
Oh yeah.
He's a little sluggish here. You can kind of get around him a little easier.
Well, I tried on level 15. He was on me like white on rice.
Oh, I didn't get that far.
Yeah. No, you can change the difficulty when you start the game. So
Oh,
I started
okay.
on difficulty 15, and he comes out on wave 1, and yeah, he's pretty motivated on difficulty level 15.
Has anybody been able to kill him yet?
I don't think I have, not to any recollection.
Yeah.
I have done it in Lancer, but it's not easy.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you have to be lined up vertically on the exact right pixel to do it.
Oh, so it's like the arcade.
Scott Cooper says it looks like the ostrich has 3 legs when he runs on the ground. I got news for you. That third one's not his leg. I'm not bragging, but I've been told I look like I have 3 legs quite often. Let's see what this happens. 3,000 survival bonus.
Peg legs don't count, Steve.
Yeah, it does. It does look like he has 3 legs because it's like the one in the middle doesn't go anywhere, but it moves in front of and behind of him. Yeah, that's funny. I never noticed that. That's true. Looks like he's got 3 legs. Is that Tasman, Scott Cooper?
Yes.
Yeah, too many aliases. Hard for me to keep them all just straight in my head. Tasman gets good scores, unlike me.
Tasman, Frodo.
Yeah. The elite of the elite. The best of the best of the best, sir!
Oh. Got a spawning kill. That Pegasus trick works in this game too.
Oh, the what do they call that? The giggling or jiggling or whatever.
Jiggling is what,
Yeah.
jiggling is what Erico called it.
Yeah.
Jiggle,
but-
jiggle.
You can hover over one of the platforms and wait for them to spawn out of it.
Jiggle my Tim.
I might go back and play some Pegasus in a little bit here too. Oh, I had this. I think and maybe it's just the contacts, but on my CoCo SDC, the last time I tried playing some games, every time I would turn on my computer, I was getting a weird screen of garbage, and it only happened when I had the CoCo SDC in the cartridge slot. And I tried deoxidating it a few times, so it's still happening today. So I switched to my backup because I bought one of the black ones from Richard. And of course that's never been used. It's got gold contacts, and boom, it fired right up. So I might need to do a little bit of more abrasive cleaning on the contacts of my old SDC.
That's probably been used quite a bit, so.
Push the chips in on the sockets.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Oh, Nick Marentes, did you get my icon request?
Something about some nude girl one you wanted.
I said risque, not nude.
Oh.
It's what he heard. That's what he heard. He's
I did. I'll look into it.
But now that it's not nude, it's not as high as a priority for him.
That's right. Slot that down the bottom.
Crikey. Survival wave. Dun dun dun.
Butterball.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Mr. Dave.
Dave is in the house.
Mr. Dave. Mr. Dave is the one responsible for the Game On Challenge. So if you like it, thank him. If you don't, it's all his fault.
Oh, Stevie, do you know, is Slippy still waiting on Zoom for his segment there?
So I don't know if you heard earlier. I was mentioning, Curtis, that hopefully if Tim's able next week, he'll come on and talk about all the stuff he's done in MAME, because there's been a lot of things that have just been kind of
all the third-party hardware drivers. And
yeah,
stuff
all
like
kinds
that.
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to stealing some of that.
I'm just waiting for him to start working on the MAME GUI.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Well, I thought Tim, didn't you say one of the original authors of MAME is actually starting to work on something like that, kind of independently?
Yeah, Nathan is writing a wrapper name.
How's he coming along in that?
He just started supporting the cartridge port, so he's continuing to work on it.
Oh, cool.
I haven't used it yet.
Just trying to get beginners who've never played with emulators before to figure out MAME is like, you might as well just teach them a semi-language.
So where's your vote gonna go, Steve? Lancer, buzzer bait?
Well, actually, what I'm going to do, because I want to be fair and balanced, I'll end up playing all of them before I cast my vote.
It's too early, Dave. I'm hoping people will play it and give it a fair shake and then vote.
When do you want people to vote? Do you want people to vote during this week or after this week?
Yeah, no, during this week. I want to talk about it during the wrap-up next. Yeah. Oh, wasn't I clear about that on the show?
You might have been, but I'm I was high, so I don't
Yeah.
remember. So.
Yeah, no, vote this week, and we'll talk about it. We'll do the game wrap-up, and then we'll talk about the results of the vote.
Okay, so I have to remember to vote before then. I wasn't quite sure on that either for voting at the end.
Oh, maybe I better make a note of that. If you guys,
my God!
Yeah, and then I figure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna vote until I give Lancer a good test run.
I have to say, Pegasus, I hadn't played it in a while. That one actually, it surprised me how much I actually did enjoy that one too. So.
Yeah, I figured next week we'll wrap up the Joust on. Like we'll talk about Lancer like we do, and then we'll talk about the vote, and what people liked, what people didn't like about each game. I'm hoping people will post comments in the Discord channel, tagging me, just saying I liked Lancer because maybe I didn't like Pegasus because or whatever, and then I'll gather those up.
Yeah, because I was thinking of putting comments something like I like Lancer because Ken Reichert doesn't.
Yeah, that's a great reason.
Yeah, vote for spite.
I like Lancer. I have to admit, it's grown on me a lot.
For me, the flight mechanics is still what makes the game the most fun, and that one, and Lancer's got everybody else beat. But graphically, it's out of the three of them, it's the poorest. Sound-wise, it's probably on par with Pegasus, and Buzzard Bait's better. So it depends on what my criteria is, kind of.
Hey, Nimble.
Like as you said, Nick, they each have their own strengths and they each have their own weaknesses.
Yeah.
There's no clear-cut, grand slam winner. It's not like
we'll see.
Donkey Monkey versus Donkey King.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Donkey Monkey?
Let's start with the name.
I did like Pegasus. The only thing is, I'm fond of the arcade game Joust, so I'm leaning towards one of these two. But Pegasus was really good. Nice looking game.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised when Boat of the Amigo show actually said out of playing the three of them, because he played them all this last week, he said actually Pegasus is his favorite.
Oh, we might get a few votes for Pegasus.
There's been at least two I've seen so far. Not
You're
official.
more than welcome to vote anytime you want. If you want to vote now, go ahead. I'm just, if you've made up your mind already, but I better make a note telling people that I'm hoping the votes will be in in time
before the show. Yeah.
Next.
I think what I'm going to do is probably pick
reasons
one night this week that I'm going to actually just play all three right in a row.
Yeah,
and then I'll make my
that's what I was
decision.
thinking too. Like right now, I'm playing.
One of
this
the
game
reasons I went with the thumbs up is I don't have to add them all together. It'll count for me.
Yeah.
The number of thumbs.
Yeah, you could have made a Facebook poll too, but then I think some of those. Can you set up a Facebook poll to not allow multiple votes?
On Facebook, though, remember?
Yeah, but this is the whole thing's through Discord, anyways. So.
Yeah.
The game on challenge.
Yeah.
But to get a wider public opinion, I think Facebook would be nice to leverage. But listen, Nick Marotta is a busy man, and we don't need to create more work.
I don't have time for all these platforms.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my TikTok followers. I got my Snapchat followers. I mean, I'm only one man.
Yeah, there's only so much of you to go around.
And after that cover for People magazine you got last week too. So
yeah.
What's that one where you beg people to subscribe and send you money and stuff? The My Fan or whatever it's called.
I don't know.
OnlyFans. It's like YouTube, except people actually paid to subscribe to your content, like $4.95 a month or whatever.
That's pretty narcissistic.
It's for people that don't have any other option other than to whore themselves out.
Yeah, they get naked on that, right?
It's like for teachers and stuff. We need to make some extra coin on the side by doing webcams.
Oh, so it's a MySpace for whores, is what you're saying. I got it.
Hot for teacher, huh?
Sure, why not?
Got it big.
Go fund me. I need CoCos.
Are you on a CoCo VGA here?
Yes, sir.
Can you turn the white border off?
Listen, is this some ethnic cleansing going on here? What's going on here?
Nick is so obsessed with this white border here.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what it looked like.
It probably looks weird because then the island would be wrapping around nothing.
Yeah, it probably will.
Although I guess Joust the arcade did that. No, I guess Joust the arcade probably went right to the edge of the screen.
It's gone, Nick. Feel better now?
Ah, so much better.
We got the white out.
I'd buy CoCo VJ just for that.
It has to be harder to play now.
So are we tired of this cheap knockoff yet?
This cheap knockoff.
I wonder what the arcade does for those platforms that are on the edges.
It wraps around the same way.
But it goes right to the edge of the screen, though.
I'll look it up.
My problem was I voted for Buzzer Bait, but Dominion changed it to Lancer. I don't know what's going on.
It's called taste, my friend.
Who changed it to Lancer?
It was a joke. Dominion.
It doesn't matter what we pick. Nick's gonna say Buzzer Bait.
People out of the U.S. probably won't be following the story. It's hard.
Did you hear me talking, though, Mr. Dave? I said, actually, Lancer is quite a good game. It's grown on me.
Yeah, again, but go back to the spike thing.
No, I want to know the honest truth. I don't care. I don't care if Pegasus wins. It's just interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of like what I've been saying about...
more even vote than we originally thought, though, because there's been quite a bit of shifting around, like Nick and Boat, because he had never played Pegasus before. He'd played both Buzzard Bait and Lancer before. And I wasn't expecting him to pick, oh, this is better than both of them.
Dave, you know me and Curtis are just fooling around with the rivalry, right?
Yeah, I know that.
No, it's more like a death match, really.
I want to like Pegasus more than I do. It's so pretty and everything, but it just makes me want to scream and curse. So.
Have you ever thought that just might be because you suck at games? Or
oh, hey, Ken.
Well, yeah. We can't all be Tasman and Buck Owens.
That's true.
Ken Reichert. Ken Reichert, I have.
You're in trouble.
Ken, I have.
Your last name.
Can I have a thought on something that I think would be cool if you would like to do for the newsletter?
Sure.
A series called Disassembled, where you go through some of the assembly routines you did in Nightmare Highway and just explain a chunk here and a chunk there. You know, so talk about screen scrolling or joystick maneuvering or, collision detection. It might be neat to have you just take a snippet of code and explain one concept as an ongoing series.
That's actually a good idea, because actually having a final program that's done that has all those things in it would be actually a tutorial in writing a game, not just assembly language in general. I like that idea.
Well, kind of the blind leading the blind, huh?
Well, you've created a product.
You've completed a machine language game project. That's more than a lot of us. So
yeah,
including me.
So it doesn't have to be a complete code walkthrough, but maybe just segments of code. Like, here's what I did to scroll the screen, and here's the commands, and here's what we're doing. Something like that. And it could be, to from one page to 3 or 4, half a dozen pages, but it doesn't have to be too in depth and line by line entire source code. But maybe, I don't know. So it's just a thought that occurred to me. I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in trying.
I could do something like that, and then all the experienced assembly language programmers can laugh at me and call me dirty things. It's like Twitter.
Or YouTube comments.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I completely dropped the ball on the newsletter for a long time because of my own life choices, but I've had a lot of ideas recently. I'm hoping to get.
But you have got your drinking under control now, Stevie? Is that what you're saying?
Never. It's only a problem if you admit it is.
It's only a problem if you get caught.
Hey, Nick Marotta, I have a suggestion for Christmas.
I have to put out the Nightmare Highway Assembly code and remember what the hell it does myself.
What were you thinking?
That Spores game that that fellow did downloaded, it's pretty good. 1980.
Oh, hey, Patrick.
Base Sports?
Yeah, Patrick is asking, what am I using? So, this is real CoCo hardware. I'll give you a very long, in-depth technical answer. So, I have an add-on that's called CoCo VGA, and then the CoCo VGA outputs to a standard, blue 15-pin VGA connector. I then convert that from VGA to HDMI with a Amazon $13 adapter, and then I have an HDMI capture device that's capturing it and let me view it and stream it live. There is a bird that's stuck here trying to get this guy. I'm glad he's stuck.
Hey, yeah.
Idiot.
Hey, Brian.
What audio am I hearing now? And where am I? Oh, there I am. I got lost in who I was or where I was.
Dave? Mr. Dave?
Yes.
Did you say something to me earlier?
Yeah, I have a suggestion for Christmas vacation game on.
Oh, send me PMs so I can write them. Okay. So I can add them to my list.
Nick, check your volume again. You're coming a little overmodulated.
Ah!
Come on, you prick. I asked you nicely. Nick,
don't make me come over there. I'll take your maple syrup.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry. Yeah, I just watched the guy fall into the lava there, too. You don't see the hands pulling on them. It's just like gravity sucks them down.
Not as funny as watching somebody fall into a manhole. And not as tragic as watching someone fall in love.
Not nearly. Although the first time I saw Nick Marotta's hair, I did fall in love with the hair.
Mm. I can totally understand why.
I haven't been in the mental mood to go get a cut. If you must know, you know what I've been going through.
Sexy hair.
Chad, you can run your fingers through it anytime you wanted to, man.
That's not what I'll be running through it.
Wow.
I mean, David's not here, so somebody's got to pick up the slack.
Right.
Yeah. I think I asked.
Into classy.
I asked for that, Chad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
He's sorry.
That's all right. Next time I'll make you beg.
I can't imagine Chad this time.
I can't imagine what Chet's going to do the next time when Nick actually rips off his shirt to show off all his chest hair like Burt Reynolds there. That's going to be the.
Actually, Chad has some nice long hair too, though.
I have some very, very long hair right now.
Yeah.
Like Cher long?
Yeah, I'd say chicks from the 70s. Yeah, definitely long.
Yeah, you have nice hair, man.
Yeah. Won't have it for long.
You gonna get it buzzed?
Oh, yeah. Long
no, we're talking the hair, Chet.
No, not are you gonna get buzzed.
I use Nair, son. I don't need to. I don't need to take chances.
Like,
It's almost lets me know what like some of the Bernie Bros. They feel the burn.
Survival wave. Ooh.
One more and you're to the dragon wave.
Yeah. Fly, Forrest, fly.
Fly, Forrest. Damn it, there goes my survival bonus.
So who
Oh, you were
released
expecting to get that?
I was hoping.
Who released Lancer? Is this a Spectral?
Spectral.
Yep.
Rick Lamont.
Ironically, Pegasus was also Spectral. Totally different authors, though.
But I think it did use some of the same sound effects. Or similar
That was
sound.
a Spectral generalized thing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of their, no matter who wrote it.
18
it was
grand.
Stinnett or Lamont or Fig or whoever.
Is Spectral the one who screwed Dave out of his money?
Yep.
I don't think they stopped with him.
Nope, they didn't. The guy who wrote Downland really wasn't too happy with them either.
Oh, I should say allegedly, since this is on public record, who allegedly, in case any lawyers are listening.
Well, actually, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get back to
All
my
right, Mr.
programming.
Dave. Oh, so yeah, we were talking about the screenshot of your project, Mr. Dave, but you weren't on at that time.
That's right. Yeah, I saw that after. Thanks.
Yeah. So
I know
people were starting to ask or speculate what type of game it was. I think Alan Murphy said it's something like a puzzle game. Anything you wanted to maybe add to that, or is it still too early to divulge? Or
it's going to be a mix. It's going to be puzzle. There's going to be gambling. There's going to be dating sim. Kind of Leisure Suit Larry type of things. Different humor.
Sounds ambitious. Are you leaving us, Patrick?
Yeah,
No, that sounds ambitious. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, it'll be a fun mix. It's based on an underground casino in Montreal.
Okay.
So it'll be anything goes. Alcohol, drug use,
Wow.
sleeping with the croupier. This will all, whatever.
Canada was that much fun.
Quebec's like its own Canada.
Yeah, we're like the Mexico of the whole place here.
So you guys have donkey
Where's the
shows?
donkey show?
Donkey shows, huh? Wow. I am doing horrible this time around. I should just give in and die and start over. Kill me. Is there a reset key on this game?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
Yeah, it's an ambitious project. It's definitely going to be probably at least a 1 meg cart.
Interesting.
And,
Speaking of carts, have you made any progress on working on it? Because I wouldn't mind getting a cartridge from you, from pipes or anything else that you're going to do. I like cartridges.
well, just tell me what you want. My bestseller is Cosmic Aliens. They love that in Japan.
In Japan, huh? Well, listen, the French like Jerry Lewis. Takes all kinds.
Just not those kind.
Survival.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a reset key to reset the game that I can see in the instructions here. However, if you kill an enemy, let them respawn. Kill an enemy, let them respawn. You get more and more points.
Right, because they get
killing.
promoted. They go up in rank and they go up in value.
Yeah, they start at 100 points each, and if you dismount the 5th generation, when you kill them after that's 5 or 400, and it goes up in hundreds between. And you get double the points if you catch the egg in the air versus on the ground.
And as you were
Does
saying,
it tell you, do you get a free guy every 10,000, Curtis?
Is it every 10? The instruction's gonna tell me. 1,000 points to kill a dragon.
Bitch.
Yeah, it might not tell you.
Run into the freaking lava.
I think it's 10,000. I can't remember if it's every 10 though or not.
Because I didn't think it was,
Nick,
but I
you're
think
killing
it is.
me. Your volume is killing me, Nick. Is there anything you can do?
I can move the tablet away from me,
Yeah.
but I think you get to 10,000. It takes longer because things are worth less in this game, so it takes longer to get to those 10,000. Like
Yeah, and I
I
played the original Joust in so long. I don't remember what its scoring was like. Was it closer to Buzzard Bait or closer to Lancer? I don't even remember.
I don't know. I could fire up MAME and find out. We'll do that tomorrow. Because I know, like in Buzzard Bait, you get 500 for an egg, and then
Yeah, here you get 250 or 500 when you catch it in the air.
I think Buzzard Bait it progresses. It goes 250, 500, 750, 1,000 as you get guys and eggs. I think.
Yeah, that's what Joust Arcade does. It increments in 250s. It's like 250,
Buzzard Bait
500.
is a much higher scoring game than Lancer is.
It's a 0 score game I'm working on right now. I just got, well, there's my low score, 100. That's my Jason.
That's your Jason score.
Yeah, 250 for the egg right there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and 500 if you catch him in air.
That's a Buzzard Bait. I don't know what this one does. It doesn't show you the scores for the eggs.
Yeah, it's 250 on the ground and 500 if you catch it in the air.
Okay.
Then your enemy points, first generation enemy is 100, second generation is 200, third and fourth generation are 300, and fifth generation is 400.
What do you mean generation? If you let them die and respawn?
Yeah, die and respawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I think Buzzard Bait does something similar too, if I
Yeah,
remember.
and in the arcade you had a better sense because the rider would be a different color because it had more colors on screen.
Well, the different colors are their flying style. Like the blues stick to the ceiling a lot, and things like that. There's different skill levels of the pilots.
Come get me, jackass. Yeah, that one I didn't even see the egg come out, so it was like an insta-kill, insta-catch.
Yeah.
I got 3,000 survival points on that one. That was only wave 2, though, so by the time you get to wave 7, it's a little bit harder to get that survival bonus. One of the things I noticed about watching that Pegasus video today is that Pegasus is a little bit more open because it doesn't have as many of like what like
Yeah, there's no middle island.
Yeah.
No legend.
Yeah.
I do like the openness of Lancer compared to Buzzard Bait.
Yeah, that's a bit closer to the arcade. I guess that's one of the reasons I probably...
Yeah.
I do have to find out that, like,
But
when
that-
they released, I'm pretty sure Lancer came out first, and I think that's probably one of the reasons I, favored it early on is because it was the first one I played.
But then I prefer Buzzard Bait to Joust, so there you go. But it's a very small margin now, because now that I got the flying mechanics of Lancer down, it's like, yeah, I like it. Like I said, you kind of skip across like a stone one across the pond, whereas in Buzzard Bait, I think you always bounce back, no matter where you hit the bird, your enemy.
Yeah, I remember on Lancer, like I haven't played it yet this round here, but when I used to play it a fair bit, I would just go flying full speed across the top, and then I would just let go of the joystick button, quit hitting, and I'd bounce off somebody, then bounce up and get the next one, and just keep going that way.
These
That
guys are
skipping
not coming
stone
up.
type thing.
As far as you can tell, Curtis, do you think this game is double buffering, or is it just blasting the sprites on the screen? 'Cause I do notice flicker in them.
Yeah, if it's flickering, it's probably not double buffering then.
How much RAM did this game need?
32, same as Buzzard Bait.
Right.
And Pegasus was at 64 or 32, I can't even remember.
I'm not sure. But I was just wondering, I mean, they should be able to do a decent, when I say they, somebody, should be able to do a decent CoCo 3 16-color Joust clone. And if you could get away with not having a double buffer it, hopefully it won't take up that much RAM and might be... here he is. The dragon's out.
I lost you there, Chris, because of Android. I missed what you said.
Yeah, Pegasus 64K.
Oh, no, that was 9.
No, but it was on disc. Son of a bitch, he got me. Dragon got me.
Yeah, you gotta get it right in his throat.
Yeah, I was trying. Now, he disappears when you get the egg, but I don't think he does in Buzzard Bait. I think they stay in the playing field.
Yeah, and you have to still survive while you're
Yeah.
waiting for the next level to start.
But I think you
Yeah,
mentioned Buzzard Bait will put more dragons on the screen, though, too, right?
The pterodactyl will fly off the screen no matter when you get the last egg, so you have to dodge him at the end, possibly.
Shitty
That's
squirrel.
where they stick it to you in the drive-thru.
Oh, yeah. Survival. Yeah, I think I think I'm going to switch over to Pegasus after this just to compare that one too, because I didn't get a chance to play that one last week.
Flappy horse.
Yeah, we'll fly around. We'll fly between them. We'll try them all out tonight.
Yeah, it'll take you a bit to get used to the flying on that one compared to this.
What joystick are you using, Stevie?
I'm using my Xbox 360 controller on my adapter that Scott Wendt made for me.
Right.
Scott Cooper is asking, is there a version of Buzzard Bait where the dragon actually makes a noise when he charges?
Yes, apparently there is.
Okay.
Don't know where it is.
patched,
though.
The patched version for the CoCo 3 up on the archive has the sound in it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, in fact, as far as I can tell, that's the latest version of the game too. This assembly stuff for it's up on my GitHub, by the way.
Oh, you're playing with an analog stick, Stevie?
Well, it's an Xbox 360. It's a
Yeah.
thumbstick, yeah.
Because I noticed you can control your speed.
Oh, that douche just came out of nowhere and got me. Douche. Oh, effed. In the drive-thru.
Better than on the loading dock.
Moink.
That's the macro structure.
All right, I'm off to lunch.
All right, Nick, have some
See
Vegemite
you,
for me.
Nick.
Yep.
See you, Nick.
All right, let me do this
All
right.
real quick. I'm going to screenshot
ya.
this and post it in Discord. Here are my scores so far. Let's screenshot these. Let's go over to... We need a few more channels in Discord. This place is too tidy right now.
Look at the channels channel.
Game on challenge.
Well, move game on
Ah,
up
look at
closer to
Jim
the
Ryan's
front.
got 31 already. Look at that. Nice. 31-4.
I don't think I'm the high score there.
Boat of Car 17. Nick 29. Jim Rye 18. Nick 18. Ben VR Drake's 5,900. Ah, okay.
Whose score do I need to lose? Jim Rice? Okay.
31,000. I think you have
Hey,
the
I
high
was
score right
nice
now.
to you.
I can forget his score, no problem.
I was nice to you earlier. Come on.
Yeah. I think you do have the high score right now, Jim.
You know, things
I
happen.
do.
man.
Yeah.
Things
Oh.
happen. Mistakes are made, you know?
Y'all got to stop playing. I got the high score for once.
Yeah, right. Stop counting the votes right at this point. Oh shit! Here it is. So it's not. I have the same problem right now. If one of my new SDC board, I'm getting a weird power-on glitch. I wonder if we need to get AC's 8-bit zone here to help me troubleshoot my CoCo. There's some weird shit going on here. Let me try this. Let me take out my SD card. And no, that's just weird. Now, if I turn it on without the cartridge slot, it comes on. So there's something in my cartridge slot. I think that is the issue right now.
Got a bent pin on the female slot?
I don't know. Take my CoCo to the OBGYN and have that checked out. Alright, well this might be prematurely ending at this point. Which is what
If you hit
happens.
reset, does it come back or does it still do the same thing?
That's a good question. You would think from a cold it would be... Okay, now... Oh, I got a different color that time. Oh, that's weird. Why would that be?
I've had that with memory refresh or if there's some card that isn't initializing properly.
Okay.
So maybe the CoCo VGA is having a problem syncing the RAM or something.
Okay.
And reset would reset the phase shift and all that crap.
And, okay.
Here I'm talking like I understand hardware.
I've got two different Pegasus discs too, disc 1 and disc 2, but it fit on one disc, so I don't know if that's just a variant. This one's Pegasus.
No, it should be Pegasus.bas that you launch.
Well, I have one with a bass and one with a bin. So
Yeah, one's cracked and one's the original, I think.
All right, so I'm gonna do the
I'll
bass.
just run Pegasus, bass off Pegasus.dsk.
All right.
And you want to... Did you want to F1 this one, Nick? I can't remember.
Well, this is on a CoCo VGA.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, you can switch it on your own. Yeah, never mind.
So is the word Pegasus supposed to be red or blue up here? Oh, that's definitely
Yeah,
the
it's supposed to be
wrong color.
blue.
It's supposed to be blue.
With the press of a button, there it is. And now, even though, oops, I'm switching through my artifact colors here.
You want the one with all the yellow. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
just a very pretty game, I have to say.
And then I'm just going to make the black border here to make Nick Marentes happy.
He's not even here. Who gives a fuck?
Ah,
Can you do a blue border?
negative Ghost Rider. Oh, wow, this is fast, though. You move pretty quick. I'm up in the air in no time. So I'm able to go from 0 to ceiling, like, really quickly.
But you also fall really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, the flight mechanics are very different on this one.
But compared to what I was just playing, this feels really fast.
It's hard to stay up at the ceiling.
Yeah, that is true. It's hard to stay at the ceiling.
Get me wrong, I like it. Yes.
That's got one. Yeah, that's a very Spectral Associates-y type sound right there. That. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
a lot of their games use it. Le Mans, Lancer, Pegasus.
Even the picking up of the crosses. Whoop! That sounds. All right, so let's try this giggling move here. I'm giggling. Is that not what we meant?
Great Doughboy. Oh man, did I lose you guys again?
No, you're here.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, I've been having some weird problems too, where all of a sudden everybody starts silencing, and then I have to relaunch Discord to get it to fix.
Well, I'm on my Android, and the Android version of Discord just kind of end up being gone for.
I'm actually on my desktop, and I didn't have this problem during the entire show, and I'm just having it tonight. I don't know why.
Oh, I forgot how that happens. So they don't come down to pick up the cross; it just morphs into a new thing. Yeah. Okay, I was waiting to see if somebody was going to pick them up.
They rise back from the dead.
Rise from your grave.
Yeah, because they're the what are they called? The Black Riders or Phantom Riders? I think in the manual.
Phantom Riders.
Rise, chicken.
Arise, sirloin of beef.
You want my mind to rise? What's up with that?
Bloop, bloop. Yeah, the kind of transition between screens is a cool little feature too. Nice little effect.
I like how the Pegasus is drawn on both sides of the screen.
You like how the what's that?
How Pegasus is drawn on both sides of the screen when you're transitioning from left to right.
You voted for Pegasus already, didn't you, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and both.
Yeah, I may be leaning that way myself.
Oh, there's some good things about this game too. Definitely, like it grew on me as well.
Man,
I might have to wimp out and vote for all three. I don't know.
Vote early and vote often. So it has a baked-in top score of 50,000. Does it have the same type of top 10 screen or top 15 scores like it does in the other?
It's got the top
games?
5 in graphics. It's
You have to get 10,000 to get on the high score list.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, click the button to get off the screen.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah,
But you don't have to get on high.
I love that.
You have to get on the high score list.
Kind of
Go
white.
sorry.
Now that is a lie. Boink, boink.
And I do like the fact that it has the turning animation. You just instantly flip left to right. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth actually. It's nice.
Booyah. Oh, this has got the same. I'm facing left, but I'm flying right. It's got that same control weirdness that I discovered tonight in Lancer.
It's like moonwalking.
Yeah. Shimon. Oh, you dingleberry.
Come on.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was noticing too watching the video today because most games were on a black background. So this one has got the background is basically anything but black. So which forces you to make different choices on your foreground characters. So, you know, the fact that you typically don't have a black colored sprite in most arcade style games, but this one we've got the black horse. And it works well because the background is basically not black. So
yeah, mostly blue.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting choices in how they're just doing things a little bit differently.
Well, once the backgrounds get a little busier, I did have trouble tracking where I was at.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Once you get closer to those islands.
Bogus. I can't believe how far Erico got, how he got to those waterfalls a couple of different times. I've never seen that waterfall.
I played 5 games, and I think I made the waterfall twice. But I didn't. I got nowhere near his score.
Was that during a 5-minute break before supper?
No, it was more like an hour break after supper.
Here we go again. I am facing left and traveling to the right. I love this backwards flappy thing.
Flappy horse.
Flappy horse.
Billie Jean is my love.
Ooh. Oh, he just fell down there like a dipshit.
That happens a lot in this game, actually.
Yeah, it goes on a lot.
More than the other two, they kill themselves.
Did anybody ever find a strategy for making the guys fall on one side or the other instead of in the middle when you knock them off? Because you lose a lot of points that way.
I didn't come up with a strategy for that, but yeah, you're right.
So getting to the ceiling you can do pretty quickly, but once you're in the air, yeah, it does feel completely different. Like the fact
you gotta really time your flapping.
Yeah. Gravity is definitely different. Boom. Oh, shit. I thought I had him. I was falling like a freaking bag of freaking bricks, man. I'm freaking flying backwards, man. This is the weirdest thing. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna giggle all over your ass, bitch. Boink. Oh, Nick's putting up some scores there.
Oh, I think Nick just got my score.
Ah, Nick. The silent ones. The silent ones you gotta look out for.
I was sitting on that one. I got that one earlier.
I thought we were friends.
That's a pretty high score for somebody who doesn't like Lancer.
Yeah.
No, actually, thrown on me.
Yeah, like back herpes.
Like a fungus. Wave 3, outer defenses. Son of a bitch. Game over. All right. Not a huge fan of that one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to the old buzzard bait.
Ooh.
Is this supposed to be red?
Yes.
Buzzard. Hey.
So this is a nice thing about the CoCo VGA, just be able to switch between red and blue with the press of a button and turn off the borders with the press of a button. And then, all right, so 1 or 2 players. I don't know if I have to flip my Joey switch now. Buzzard base got to be difficult and be in the other port. 2 out of the 3 games work in one joystick port, and buzzard base got to be the difficult one.
Yeah, left port for buzzard bait.
Luckily, I've got my product placement Joey joystick switch here that I can just flip a switch.
Gotta be a better way.
Is there a Joey Jr. yet?
Joey Jr. That's what the kids get at the Outback off the kids menu.
Oh no, it's just that the box is so big.
Yeah.
Okay, now it looks congested after watching Lancer.
And this one too, the left island is shorter than the right island. I just never noticed that before. And I'm also noticing too the spawn portals
the arcade's
are wider.
The same. You've played Joust before?
Listen, I've been playing the CoCo versions more than the arcade versions at this point. I don't even remember what the originals look like.
Kind of like this.
Collect 3,000 survival bonus. So the
I see some glitch graphics in the lower left on the platform there too.
Yeah,
There's
a lot of dudes out here right now. It's becoming quite the sausage fest.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lancer only has 4 enemies on screen at once, whereas this has as many.
That is one place where buzzard bait definitely beats Lancer. On Pegasus, is that the same, or does it allow more? Can't remember off the top of my head.
Pegasus only has a limit too. Otherwise, they circle the island in the distance.
Mind you, they also have sharks and sea monsters too, but
shooting jumbo
jellyfish firing narwhals.
Spicy jellyfish.
And that egg's gone. Ah, there's the frickin' flying pterodactyl. Some bitch got me. I got 15,000 points already. So yeah, I think this one scores a little nicer. Because I already got 15,000 points already. Without breaking a sweat. Yeah, look at there's 2 pterodactyls on the screen right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. I think Lancer does end up giving you multiple ones, but you have to survive quite a while before that happens. I think. I'll have to play it again. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, this one has more text on the title screen too. Prepare to joust wave 1 buzzard bait, so it's a little bit more descriptive.
Yeah.
Lancer's got like 1 line of text.
The Lancer said buzzard's bait.
Yeah, but it's just 1 line of text. This one had like 3 lines of text spaced out. You fall pretty quickly on this one too, though. Like, look, when I stop flapping,
it's more like Pegasus that way.
It doesn't seem as bad as Pegasus, though. Pegasus, I found, was just, I don't know, maybe the upward gravity isn't as bad in this as Pegasus was. Like, you rise pretty fast.
I realize right now, like, when I'm not on my bird and it flies away, it kind of looks like a swan.
Yeah. Yeah, or a goose.
A goose or a swan, or a goose. You silly goose. Yeah, look at that. It looks like a freaking goose flying away right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the bird,
flying back
I don't
from
know
the
what
golf
kind of bird.
Now, see, did the eggs crack on Lancer? Because I saw the...
No. Or do they? I don't know.
I don't remember. This one, the egg was cracking open. There was an actual animation of like the little crack line going down it.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't remember now on Lancer. I'll have to try it again. It's a toss-up. They're both good.
Now, this one doesn't look like he has a 3rd leg when he's running.
This one makes screeching sounds too when you
Yeah,
stop.
these are eunuch buzzards. That's what that is.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. He's hovering over me. Yeah, this one's going through the whole crack animation. God damn it. Right now I'd have to say, of the three, Lancer I like the most for how it feels. I still stick to that. Lancer is the best feeling game, but there's some visual merit to Buzzard Bait for sure.
Well, I hope you'll take part in the vote, Stevie.
I just did.
Okay.
You mean
Diva.
you want me to put my like on there, Nick?
Yeah, I know. Please slum and go onto my channel and do a like. I know it's asking.
Is it your channel now, Nick?
It's my Discord. Oh yes, it's my Discord channel. Maybe I won't let you in.
The eggs do not crack in Lancers. That's another plus for Buzzard Bait.
Did you do 2-player?
I did by accident.
Or you can hit R to do a restart if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. That way he'll distract some of
He'll
the
distract him.
dipshits for me.
That's a sacrificial swan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that sometimes it does two players when you hit one. It does that for me sometimes too.
He's gonna steal my damn egg, that son of a bitch. Player conflict, no bonus.
You have a computer player that you know exactly what he's doing. You still couldn't.
I was trying to get the egg before that son of a bitch stole it from me.
At least he didn't kill you.
That takes a special. You know what?
I'm a special
We're gonna
kind of
fall in
stupid.
the lava now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My short bus driver said I was special too.
Is that the magic bus you're on?
Oh yeah.
It's probably blue.
That was brilliant.
Gladiator wave. Ah.
Okay, can he do it? Can he kill the other player?
No, because he's out of lives. He just fell in the lava.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is good. I didn't know what I was going to watch tonight, so I watched you playing this instead.
Yeah, so there's a hand pulling on him there. That's the lava troll. That is
Yeah.
a nice touch.
That Buzzard Bait did much better than Lancer did.
Oh, shit, you got me. Oh, I got away.
And they actually fight to get away, whereas in Lancer they just kind of dive into the lava.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with Pegasus for that matter. If they get in the water, it's just they're gone.
Yeah, I got 18,000 already.
Yeah,
So this
so
one,
if anybody wants to do a CoCo 3 version, it'd be really nice to take the best of both games.
Would you want somebody to do like a brand new Joust clone on the CoCo 3? Or would you prefer a transcode? Because this is one that could be transcoded.
I would prefer a new one that you try to recreate the arcade look as much as possible.
Why don't you just port the arcade game? It's written in 6809.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. It would be an easy transcode.
Yeah, that's. I mean, the only thing special about that is they've got the glitter on it, but that's pretty easy to work around. There's actually a website that details the layout of all of the ROMs, and it's. I mean, it's a pretty easy disassemble, and it's a really small ROM. I think it runs in 320 by 225 as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been by 240, so you have to do that little adjustment.
He's not getting free.
Kill him then. Get the points for it.
I think I've got some mock-ups and stuff for that.
I got him and his egg.
With color conversion, all that already done. I'll take a look at what I've got. I know I've got some notes
are
and
done
stuff.
really well.
Yeah, Lancer didn't do that. They just did the in-place
Yeah.
shimmering effect.
Son of a bitch.
And the sound's definitely better than buzzard bait too. I have to say, for ear and eye candy, buzzard bait's probably the best of the three. Or not probably, it is the best of the three. Proportionality to the arcade-wise, I think Lancer's a little bit closer, and the feeling of flight to me is just much better on Lancer than either of the other two. But Pegasus has, those extra eye candy things of its own that are completely unique.
Background and whatnot. Yeah, I'm at 49,000 already, and I'm barely breaking a sweat in this game. So this game definitely, Wave 8 brings out the unbeatable question mark for pterodactyl. Yeah.
Yeah, Lancer calls it the Dragon Wave.
So this game is a lot more generous in its scoring. There he is. There's the pteranodon. Bang a gun, get it on, pteranodon. You frickin' Toronto dick. Damn it. Bit me in the ass. 55,000, and I wasn't even really trying that hard. So yeah, this game is definitely a lot more generous in its points. Yeah, so just doing a quick playthrough of the three, I would still say, although I never hated this game. I never really trashed this game. I just mentioned I prefer the one over the other, but I appreciate this game a little bit more tonight even now. Just now I'm like consciously looking at them all literally like side by side. There are a lot of cool things about buzzard bait too.
Yeah.
Yes.
No matter which one you pick, it's not a loser.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, 55,000 points is better than I did in Lancer tonight after 30 freaking playthroughs. After like 2 or 3 playthroughs, I've already like doubled my score.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You get about twice as much for everything in buzzard bait as you do in Lancer.
No, it's 292 by 240, but you can fit it in a 320 by 2 screen easy enough without losing any of the. Without losing too much of the screen. It's just you cut off the bottom half and you're good.
Yeah.
But it had some it had some helpers, right? Some hardware acceleration or some hardware enhancements.
Yeah, but there's not too much in here that I don't think we couldn't handle with some compiled sprites and all that. Plus you've got a non-complex background, so you can clear it. You're not gonna have too much collision with too much else. Yeah, there's all kinds of tricks that you can do to pull a lot of that stuff off. I'd say you could do it on the CoCo easy.
When you talked about a secret project you're working on today, I was kind of thinking about this a little bit, hoping maybe this is what it was, but don't tell me or yes or no. But
well, that wouldn't make it a secret anymore, now would it?
Exactly.
But it's totally Joust.
Now I know it's not.
He's fooling you. He's going to do Joust 2 instead.
No, I'm actually the type of guy that would tell you that, yeah, it's Joust.
Yeah, because then I would think it's not, and that's the perfect thing to say, because yeah, you're right. I won't use reverse psychology.
Yeah, you're going to be thinking about this. Is he fucking with me or not?
Yeah, you're fucking with me. Right. After I complimented your hair.
Yep. After I ran mine through yours.
You're what?
Family show.
Nice hair gel.
Yeah.
There's a bit of miscollision detection.
Something about Nick.
Well, there's definitely a couple bugs in this game. Like I said, if the egg is halfway off the screen, you can't get it.
You can actually fall through the platforms too.
I think you could in the arcade though, couldn't you, if you hit them just right?
No, I mean there's actually glitches where it'll you'll start seeing pixels go away right in the middle of it. There's some glitch in the drawing routines that causes stuff to get like a little bit erased, and if you hit that spot, you'll fall right through it. It'll push you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll push you through like you're bouncing it back and forth between the gaps.
Because I did know some glitching when Steve first started playing buzzard bait the first time around here, because the platform in the very bottom before it got burned away on the left side was actually had chunks of pixels missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
and on the
digit-
bottom you can that'll happen as well.
From the score, sometimes it'll leave behind remnants.
It's kind of like bad toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an ad campaign around that up here. I don't know if you guys do. Little white pieces.
No.
White pieces? What?
White pieces of toilet paper left on your butt from low
Oh.
quality paper.
Yeah, I got 5 pallets, man. I'm throwing that shit up on eBay.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
selling out again down there, aren't you?
Tandy
Did you
color
see Rick
computer
Adams'
smoke.
picture?
Yeah, not here. I mean, I
You
just traded 2 rolls for a multi-pack.
Oh my god.
Yeah, toilet paper is the new coin of the realm.
Yeah. No, seriously, I did get another multi-pack though.
Yeah.
Didn't they learn the last time?
Yeah, a case of toilet paper is going at CoCo 3 prices right now. Smook.
I haven't
on,
noticed it selling out here, so I don't think we're doing the same thing, even though we're starting to lock down too. I think people are.
No, we haven't.
You've got
friend
a
of mine
lot of
works-
panic in certain cities like New York and Los Angeles, because they're stupid.
My friend's wife works at Costco. They brought me a Costco pack of TP, so I'm good for a while.
I used to work for Procter and Gamble back in the day before I went to work for Microware. And this one time we were doing we were rewiring a lot of things for the networks, and we went down to this place down in Georgia, a couple hours outside of Atlanta. And we go there, and it's one of their, of course I was working with the paper in the paper group, so everything they did was paper. So we go down this one. We go back into the warehouse, and there's these stacks and rows of these 7-foot rolls of toilet paper that weighed like 2 tons each. I was like, oh man, I gotta have one of those. They're like, yeah, that'll last the family of 4 a lifetime and then some. I'm like, okay. And they had these little forklift kind of things. They had these little clampers on the front. They run them. They pick these things up. They'd be running around. They stick it on this machine. It would turn it sideways, and they load it up, and it would just unroll and cut it into itty bitty little rolls.
Wow.
Yeah. But I still want one of those 2-ton rolls of toilet.
Oh yeah.
And who doesn't? I mean,
absolutely. That's like, might as well be printing money at that point in the current apocalypse.
Yep. I could sit there at my fucking window, man. Eat like a walk. Set up a little booth next to the porta potties.
Hey, the bird was stuck.
Yeah, he was stuck, and there was nothing to stick him with either. So yeah.
Yeah, they're not too brightsome. But yeah, I mean, there's I've actually disassembled this enough to where like all the functionality is split up. You've got a decent idea where. So if anybody wanted to give it a shot, they could certainly convert this one over as well. You're not going to have much change in the size of the assets, because with this one you've got multiple instances of each sprite to handle the different offsets into the bytes as it's flying left and right. So the only thing that would change is the amount of screens that memory that you'd use, but the program itself is small enough where you could fit everything into memory pretty easily. You could even stick this on a ROM pack.
Huh.
I mean, this would be a great 128K game. In fact, I'd say that the bulk of the code is probably the collision detection.
Wow.
Yeah, the drawing routines are actually pretty small relative to which it affects, but it does need to have some page flipping added into it because of the it's one screen, and you get the tremendous performance boost out of it with switching the sound over to IRQ rather than running it inline. You won't have so many hiccups or glitches. especially on the higher levels.
Oh, he broke free of the fist.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
can't.
can do that.
The white and blue ones can. I think the red ones can.
Yeah, they're pussies.
David Lord's
But
already
yeah.
counting for a recount on the votes and which one's better, Nick. So make sure the supervisor of elections is.
Oh, did
Involved.
freaking Florida mess up the vote the counts again?
No, Georgia.
Was it Nevada? Nevada took forever. Is that what it's going to be? Yeah.
Yeah, you would think a state that's used to numbers would have been able to count a little faster.
Have you seen our education system? We're like the 5th largest school district, and we're like number 50 or 49 or something. And you want us to count faster? Plus, most of the people that were doing it, I mean, all they had was a degree in Muppet dance theory as it is. So it's not like it.
Muppet dance theory?
Yeah.
Man, look at this shitstorm down here. They are all over me.
See, I like the difficulty of this. Like, I like the number of enemies on this one versus
Yeah.
Lancer.
Like, how am I supposed to spawn? I can't. They were all over me. There was nothing I could do.
Especially when they start fighting among themselves right over you.
Yeah.
Like, the game should be smart enough to say if the majority of the guys are down low, then spawn you up high. You know, to spawn you in the middle of a shitstorm is just bad decision making there. But yeah, 46,000 again. I mean, yeah, this game scores a lot more liberally, which I'm not complaining about. I like getting the points. All right, so I'm going to work my way back up again. So I played this a little bit. I like this. Definitely like it. That had nothing really to complain about in playing it. So we'll move back. We'll do a little bit more Pegasus, and then we'll wrap it up with a little bit more Lancer. I'm just going to go through the whole
All right.
gamut.
Great.
And I'm going to try what Nimble says. When I turn off my CoCo, maybe leave it off a little bit longer for it to discharge before I turn it back on. And see if that helps with the problem, too.
What memory do you have in there?
I have no idea. So, White CoCo 1.
If you're having discharge problems, you may need to see a doctor.
Yeah. All right, so I left it off longer. It's still something funky going on here. But when you do the reset, that seems to... There we go. All right. If you're into evil, you're a friend of mine. So now I have to switch my Joey switch back.
It's a lot easier than unplugging and plugging joysticks back.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
If only there was an easier way.
The Joey Jr.
Yeah.
What's the Joey Jr. supposed to be?
I don't know. It's just something I made up. Put pressure on the guy.
Just one joystick port? No, you need two.
No, you don't.
Well, I guess be one input, two output would be the Joey Jr., I guess.
I've always been a fan of the third input myself.
You just have one input, one output, and a switch to turn it on and off.
Why would you want that?
I don't know. People ask for some really weird shit. I figured it'd satisfy somebody.
I don't want a joystick. I want to be able to turn it off.
So that's what the cooperative. So with the cooperative mode, you turn off collision detection. It's like it gets rid of it's. There's no friendly fire. What the hell? And I'm getting confused. There's.
Oh, you can run into the other white horse and nothing happens. Okay.
Yeah. So when you choose two players in this, it asks you if you want to do cooperative or competitive.
Yes.
So I hit cooperative, which means that I can bump into him and nothing's going to happen.
It's like, hey, you want to be a dick? Yes, sir.
Yeah, like I can walk right through him. And of course now he's dead. He's not there, so I have to wait for him to die, or I could flip my switch and take over that one. With the flip of a switch. I just switched over. Look at that. Yeah, I like the cool turning animation on this, but it does kind of slow you down. Where all the other ones, you kind of switch directions and you can start moving in that direction right away. This one has like a transitionary period where you're turning directions, but you can't really do anything till you're completely switched.
But you can fly backwards.
Yeah. Hey, it's that, this is a parody of the Nick Marotta song here.
I don't hear what you're talking about.
My Sharona is playing in the background right now.
Oh.
Outer defenses.
Well, gents, I need to duck out. Y'all have a good
All right.
one.
Hey, it's good talking to you, man.
Same here.
See ya.
Bye.
And he falls in the water. It's the narwhal. Narwhal, narwhal, swimming through the ocean. There he is. Is he going to fire a jellyfish at me or no? I like flying backwards. Moonwalking all over these sons of bitches. Ah, you jiggies. What, dude? The gravity on this thing sucks. All right, so that was that. We're moving back. We're moving back to Lancer. We're gonna wrap it up where we began. Yeah, leaving the power off for an extent. Now, let me try this. Let me try pressing the reset button.
Yeah, maybe power on, hold down, reset, and then just like a reset. See if that works.
No. That is just some weird shit there. Flip my Joey switch back. And so now, my mission, should I choose to accept it, is to beat that dipshit Nick Marotta's 36,000 point score now, and I got to get at least 40,000.
Oh, jeez.
Lots of eggs down here.
I think you should turn on the white border. No reason to handicap yourself.
I don't feel handicapped. I know
Just
where the-
special.
I know where the screen begins and ends here. You douche! yeah, I know. I think Jim was mentioning something in the live chat that April might not be a realistic date for CoCo Fest next year.
Yep.
I think Jim Brain was mentioning it too. He said the hotel actually
that-
might have an issue booking
Yeah.
it at that time. So.
Right. So, I mean, I hope we do. I really do. We have to, I hope we have a in-person gathering, safe one. People are used to staying 6 feet away from David Ladd all the time, even before COVID. So,
He might not be the only infectious one there.
yeah,
Though, so.
People have always socially distanced from David Ladd. So,
I mean, can you imagine if we'd all gotten stuck in the elevator with COVID? Oh, God.
Oh my God.
David and his Dr. Pepper with water would be a super spreader event.
Yeah, anything involving David doing anything related to super spreading is not on not on my menu.
So were you belly dancing just there, or just flying?
What the hell I was doing? Yeah, this one you fall slower. You definitely fall. You fall faster in buzzard bait. This one has a little bit more grace to the descent. That would be neat if those values could be adjusted, where not only difficulty level but like gravity or inertia, and you could like tweak those to your liking.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
From the startup screen.
Well, that make a wish list for the CoCo 3 version. That could be added.
A Joust construction set.
A gravity, the gravity constant on, so you can make it on the moon or.
All right.
Well, look in the disassembly. I mean, it's got a table in there for defining like all the levels and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I mean, some of it's handled in code, like checking for the egg waves and stuff like that, I think. But you should be able to tweak all of that stuff in there and patch it up and do whatever you want. It wouldn't be too difficult to do it, and you could even change the way that the layout of the screen, change the graphics for that. Because all of the collision detection is pixel level. It's not doing bounding box at anything.
Chet, you could whip this off in a weekend.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to. I got my projects, you got yours. Bite my crank.
My project is to ask you to whip this off in a weekend.
And my goal is to tell you no.
William Carlin says like a Joust on the CoCo 3 where you have different planets in each phase, and each planet has its own rules of gravity. That'd be interesting, kind of a Pegasus hybrid.
You could do upside down worlds.
Upside down worlds. Oh.
Yeah.
That would completely
sideways.
screw with you.
You could do Joust too.
I don't remember playing Joust 2 that often. What was significant about it? Or different, I should say.
It was a sequel.
Yeah, but
It had better graphics
It
and
was
stuff.
different. Not different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it had more colors on the screen once for one.
Remember there were pixels or something.
It wasn't a super popular one from I remember. I think only one of our arcades had it. Well, just about everybody had Joust.
Yeah, no, I think it kind of flopped.
I think it's got like some unicorn Pegasus thing in it too.
Well, I think Mame can play it.
Yeah, that's probably where I last played it, but that's been years.
Where do
Curtis.
we go now?
Curtis, next week we should flip flop. I should say I preferred Lancer. You should say you preferred Buzzardbait.
No, I'll say I prefer Pegasus.
Less filling tastes great.
And see if anybody notices.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
What's happening?
That's
It's Paul.
Paul Thayer the Slayer.
Oh, hey, Paul. Paulie T.
Paulie T.
Doing some Lancer, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Toon Ying.
He's doing the whole Joust,
Joustathon.
tour.
Ah.
We're going through the full gamut, trying them all out, trying to get a fair and balanced opinion.
With this group.
Yeah, translation, whoever bribes the most wins.
Yep. Hi.
Ugh. It's going to be past my bedtime already.
Yeah.
Take some Geritol.
Boom.
Yes, we have success.
Where are you going there? Special ed? Bouncing into rocks. David Lord is saying that the Atari ST had a very good... It's my neighbor in Port St. Lucie, Greg Smith. How you doing, Greg? Doing all right. Survival Wave.
Yeah, it was about the only thing the ST could, do well was Joust, because it was a pretty easy game to do.
And did the Rugby Circle do that version too? The guys who did art?
No, I don't think so.
I can't remember if that was the game or not, because I know the Rugby Circle did one of the
official
official
Joust.
arcade ports. Was it Joust? Can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that they were hired to do Joust based off Buzzardbait.
Yeah, I think you're right now that you
Yeah,
mentioned
take your unofficial game and just make it official. Just change the name.
This is a fantastic ripoff of our high peak. Can you make it for...
Yeah, all right.
Well, that's the thing. Can you copyright a game concept? Like, what? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Kind of hard.
Interesting.
But Jim?
Actually, it's not difficult at all.
Oh, no? Okay.
No. No, I mean, you've got a lot of different aspects of it. I mean, there's, you've got various aspects of the gameplay. You've got, collection of sprites. I mean, even you can collect. I mean, you could copyright a collection of like public domain things if you wanted to. I mean, you can't copyright the individual things, but you could copyright that collection. So, like a collection of fonts, if they're all public domain, that whole collection, nobody could really get close to that.
That'd be kind of douchey.
It is.
So, I mean, like, for example, Nintendo gave Tom Mix problems with the word name Donkey King, so they changed it to the King, but the game was still identical, and they didn't press.
Right.
They didn't press anything other than names.
Yeah, they weren't as
Yeah, they weren't as
mercenary about it.
Yeah, totalitarianistic or whatever.
Yeah, they came pretty mercenary back, especially with the Famicom and the NES, and a lot of companies back in the day weren't, just didn't pursue stuff that much. They had their hands full with things like bootlegs and stuff, direct copies in the arcade. That was really their concern.
Yeah.
Particularly for markets that they weren't in, like CoCo. I mean, they probably just didn't have the resources to put into it. Because I mean, you didn't have things like the DMCA and all that, so it was you had a much higher mountain to climb with that. So I don't blame them. This is one of the same reasons. I mean, that you wouldn't see a lot of those game companies and even entering into the market, because one, it wasn't so much the piracy of that was happening copying existing games. It was that there was a lot of existing games that cloned the arcade games.
Kong, the Crazy Kong. Like that.
Yeah, and then you got things like Donkey Monkey. I mean, why the hell even pursue that? I mean, that game just sucks. I mean, it's like, you know, you don't have to spend, you know, thousands of dollars on lawyers on a game that's gonna fail anyway.
It's probably still better than the Atari 2600 version.
Yeah, maybe not.
They did try to be a little bit innovative in Donkey Monkey. Harvey did with combining the elevator and barrel screen into one screen. But it looks like he was calling like basic ROM routines for get put or something.
I don't know, we could disassemble it, find out, fix it up, make it better.
I've got the source code right from Harvey. It's on my site.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Yeah, we could always make it more better. Give it some cowbell.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find his source code for Starfire on the disk he sent me because some of his disks were pretty bad shape.
Is it commented?
Yep. Well, what little comments he did back in the day because it wouldn't fit in the assembler, but he did have some comments in there, yes. And like Rick Adams' Shanghai, we've got multiple versions of the source, so you can go through some of his previous iterations.
Yeah, we should add some really cool OPL music on that one. Some really soft, tranquil.
Lounge music.
Yeah, some Barry Manilow.
Oh, Mandy. Can't believe I'm watching you play Buzzard Bait or Lancer.
I can't believe I've been playing it this long. So I think my 28,000 or whatever it was is probably going to be the best score for tonight.
Did you post that one already?
Yeah, I posted my screenshot from the first round. Yeah, 21,000 is my best score. Not even 28,
Yeah.
21,000.
You know, we could always take some of the graphics from this and put them in Buzzard Bait. Yep,
Actually, I want the physics from this in Buzzard Bait.
Well, go in and change it, man. Source code's out there.
I think I still prefer Buzzard Bait overall, but this is a really close second.
Boom. Yeah, it's not happening tonight. 21,000 is my best. I'm going to have to accept that. I'm having a diminishing return on performance at this point.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
All right, loser.
Loser.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Nah.
Good. Good times. All right. Well, I'm in the challenge this week, Nick. I'm participating, so I need to get my trophy. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you are, man.
I deserve a participation trophy and a pat on the back.
Get a gold sticker, yes.
Yes.
I think that involves some free hair gel from Chet.
Oh, pass.
I'll get you a lifetime subscription, man.
Extra hold.
Wow.
You get some every month. Different flavor.
Wow.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, I'm going to press the button and say goodnight, everybody.